right, guys, and starting off on pole, we do have Chris Johnson in the 18 machine. He did have a little bit of a slip up in the heat race there. Scott Lepke on the outside. Looks like he's going to be taking the EOL like Scott typically does. That will put Jeffrey Try starting outside pole. You got Mike Henry down in third, starting there behind Chris Johnson, with Wesley Goodwin starting to the outside of that 92 machine. And in the rear, you're going to have Mr. Jim Johnson and Scott Lepke. Tagging the rear, we do have 6 cars here, guys. This is anyone's race. This is going to be a great time as we do come 1 to green. Pace car will be pulling off, and we will get some action going. Leader cannot fire until out of turn 4. Going to be going here momentarily.
Green flag, green
there
flag.
There we go. We are green flag racing. To go into turn 1. Ooh, Mike Henry trying to go low on Johnson into turn 1. You cannot win it on lap 1, guys. 3 wide. A little bit of contact between Johnson and Try there. Now we've got Try and Mike Henry Jr. working that top side. This is a top dominant track. So you're going to see a lot of these guys working that high side until you see what Wesley's doing right now. Throwing that slider line, going in there on the bottom and trying to gain that momentum and get in front of guys. Johnson in the wall a little bit. We do have a battle for second here. Wesley's trying to make that bottom side work. I don't know if that slider line is the right way to go at this time, though. Side by side into 1. Will Mike have the momentum coming out? Wesley Goodwin does pull a little bit ahead. Looks like Try may have held up Mike Henry there, as Jeffrey Try and Wesley Goodwin battle for the lead now, followed by Mike Henry Jr. and Chris Johnson. These guys are fighting for $10 tonight, guys. The winner will get 10 with Hard Charger getting $5. Thanks to Mr. Jackson McLean, our great setup builder with Edwards Racing setups for JBSRL. Wesley Goodwin starting to pull out on a lead here. Chris Johnson now working his way back up. Try gets into the wall a little bit. Do have a battle for third between Try and Henry Jr. Both these guys trying to work the same real estate. It's not really going to work. Try working a little bit lower line. See if Henry can get the momentum come up. You do have Scott Lepke trying to work his way into this battle here. Do have 20 laps to go. These guys may be content sitting here and waiting a little bit, but they can't let Wesley get too far out. If he gets too far out there, they may not be able to reel him in. This Try pulls a little bit of a gap on Henry. Working that mid line. Tries pulling a little bit of a gap there. He's got that right rear in the slick a little bit. Go ahead and ride with Jeffrey Try here as he battles. Got that mud all over his face. See him work against Chris Johnson here, working that low side. Oh, contact! And Jeffrey Try has crashed. That will bring out the yellow. Let's watch that again here, guys. So you see Jeffrey, he just goes to the bottom. Oh, he can't, he slides up. Chris is coming down a little bit there, but looks like he was holding his line. It's never going to work with these open wheel cars. So Jeffrey Try will be in the back. So as it sits, Wesley Goodwin has dominated this race, guys. 27 car was pulling away. He will have Chris Johnson starting behind him. This will be a single file restart here. So Chris Johnson will be behind him with Mike Henry Jr. in third, Scott Lepke, and Jim Johnson with Jeffrey Try bringing up the rear. All right, guys, lights on the pace truck are out. They are 1-2 green here. Let's see if Wesley can keep it going or if Chris can throw a nasty slider and make it work. You got Mike Henry Jr. sitting there in third. He is always lurking, always there. He is definitely a contender to win this race. 16 laps to go. And we're green flag racing, guys. Wesley throwing it down to the bottom. Mike Henry throws a great slider, gets past Chris Johnson. Blocking that slider line there. Let's see if he can work his way up to Wesley. He is working that low line, that slider line. Coming up, and coming in low, coming out high. Looks like that may be one of the fast routes to go here. Let's check back through the field here. We do have a battle for fourth between Scott Lepke and Jim Johnson. Jim throws a massive slider. Trying to follow. Oh, we do have some contact there, but it looks like everyone's going to keep going. Oh, Lepke loses 2 places in the exchange. Jim Johnson tries to go back to the high side. That's it. That's where he said he wanted to be. He was hoping the track slicked off enough that it became a top dominant track. Doesn't look like it has as of yet. 10 laps to go. I don't know if it's going to slick off enough for him to get some speed here. This is your battle for fourth between Jeffrey Try and Jim Johnson. Try working that low line. But Jim just keeping that momentum up just enough to stay in front of him. Wesley Goodwin and Mike Henry Jr. now are battling for the lead. See Mike working that bottom. He's to the inside. Can he make it stick? Will Wesley keep that momentum? No. Mike Henry will get the lead, guys, with 7 laps to go. Oh, a little bit of contact here. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened. So, guys, it looks like, you know, man, that's hard to say. It's really hard to say what happened there. Let's take a look at it from a different angle here. Let's go to the nose. Ooh, there was definitely contact. You can't say that was even close to a netcode issue. Looks like admins are going to leave them be and leave Wesley. Ooh. Who is in the lead here? It's either going to be Wesley or Mike Henry, 2 of the fastest guys on track all night. Admins are probably going to call that a racing deal and leave it be and let these guys race it out for the next 6 laps. Pace truck pulls off. What are these guys doing here, guys? It's a single file restart.
Green flag, green flag.
A little bit of controversy here, guys. Whoa!
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
What do we have here? Like Mike may have been trying to get down into that slider line, and it didn't stick. Him and Wesley Goodwin go for a ride there. See if we can talk to Mike afterwards and see what exactly was going on there between the 27 and the 92. Looks like Wesley is taking an EOL now, which will put Chris Johnson up in the lead. Looks like with 6 to go, guys. Wesley's car is a little banged up with Mike Henry off the track, assuming he went ahead and towed there. Lights on the pace truck are out. These guys are going green next time by. Chris Johnson followed by Jim Johnson and Jeffrey Try. See if Jim can work up there and get this $10.
Green flag.
And
green
we
flag.
are green. There they go down into turn 1. Chris trying to work that middle. I don't know if that's actually going to be beneficial for him. Jim Johnson with the momentum on the high side. He jumps the cushion. Runs into Scott Lepke. No caution as of yet. Jeffrey Try does get around Jim Johnson for second. We are staying green, guys. Chris Johnson leads him. He's pulling out to about a half-second gap. See if Jeffrey Try has anything for him with 3 to go. That middle line is working strong for him. He's trying to block that slider line by Jeffrey Try. It's a great move. He gets up high into 3 and 4. 2 to go. Sorry, last lap. They do have the white flag. White flag, Chris Johnson in the lead. Jeffrey Try throws the slider. Is it going to stick? It is not. Chris Johnson comes home as the winner of tonight's 360 sprint car race here at Lucas Oil. Gonna hop in and see if we can talk to some of our winners here. All right, so we do have third place, Jim Johnson. Let's go ahead and pull him up here. Hey, Jim, it's Ed.
How's it going?
Good, man. You were able to work your way up from 6th place there. Work your way up from a heat race win, starting in the back and come back third. I thought you might have had something for Chris there at the end.
Yeah, I overshot coming off on that restart, going off from turn 4 out to flat. So.
Okay, so, man, I gotta ask, as an admin, what was going on with the last caution there?
I have no clue. I didn't see it because I was battling with Jeffrey. Then I don't know what happened between the 2 leaders when I went to the bottom on that restart. All I know is the caution came out, and both of them were in the back.
Man, that.
And nobody claimed the one between Mike and the 27, or so I had no clue what happened with that. We were trying to see if he would claim it. And I was gonna go short track row and put them both to the back, but
well, it's definitely something I know admins will be talking about in the future.
I gotta see. I gotta see it.
But great run tonight, Jim. Great to see you work your way up through the field there. And hopefully you see you out here for the late models here in a little bit.
Yeah, car can drive better.
All right, guys, and now we have our winner for tonight, Mr. Chris Johnson.
Yes, sir. That was fun.
Dude, it looked like fun. You know, you were out there, you were working it. You started up, if I remember, you started up near the front, and you were able to, work your way back up from a little bit of a fall off early in the race there.
Yeah.
It was a great battle between you and Try. You got any thoughts on that?
Oh, it was fun, man. Having that multi-groove really helped a lot. Being able to throw it in on the top or pretty much anywhere you wanted and it stuck. It was fun.
Dude, it looks like fun out there. This is a great track, great racy track.
Heck yeah.
Jim Johnson, I talked to him earlier, and he was hoping it'd slick off and become more of a one-lane track, but it just didn't look like it slicked off enough, and there at the end, you were running the middle groove.
Yeah, that middle groove, it just felt like it had so much grip. I was able to switch it up, go to the high side. Felt like I kind of cooled the tires off, then I'd be able to throw a good corner out in the middle. Dude, it was an awesome race.
Oh, man. Great run tonight. It was great seeing you out here. And you got $10 at least coming your way. We got to calculate who was the hard charger. But you got the grand prize for the winner, courtesy of Jackson McLean.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you for the awesome broadcast.
Hey, thanks, man. We're trying to get everything going here. All right, guys, we will be back here momentarily with Pro Late Models. Looks like we will have about a half-hour break here at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. We will be live at Lucas Oil for the Pro Late Models with JBSRL.